Khan Shalom, all praises to Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, and salutations to the hopeful electors pushing his truth and sincerity.
The alleged crime caught on surveillance cameras. Now watch as the suspect walks up to the window at a cash for gold store. He shows employees a bag of jewelry. Once they determine the jewelry is real gold, they offer the man $20,000. The suspect asks for more money. The employee says no, and the man takes back his jewelry. He starts to leave, but then turns around.
He then says, well, will you do 21, which was more reasonable? And I told him, yes, we could do that. And that's when he hands us back the fraudulent bag of jewelry that he switched out and walked out the door with our $21,000 cash.
Yep, somehow he switched bags, and inside the new bag, counterfeit jewelry. Totally worthless. The suspect got away with the $21,000 in cash and the real bag of jewels.
And you go see more of these type of you're gonna see more of these type of tricks, that's how I call them, just straight up tricks, where people are being scammed out of their money, tricked out of their money. But this man was full blown seen on camera, so this man is gonna get caught. I don't believe that he can keep running and hiding and escaping his punishment for this crime. So in the book of Sirach, chapter 11, okay, let me see. 11 and 25. In the day of prosperity there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction there is no more remembrance of prosperity. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget a pleasure, and in the end, and at his end, his deeds shall be discovered. So, the moment when this man committed this crime, I believe it was the 16th, a little bit before Christmas. So this man, he actually earned 21,000, but he still has the gold. This man was on a spending tip. He went on a spending tip, most likely doing drugs, chilling with his friends, maybe with his family, celebrating Christmas, because many people celebrate the pagan Christmas, and the New Year's Day was the mind of the celebration of entering into a so-called new year from December to January, how many people believe it. That is what he's going to do. But in this moment, he is right now chilling, relaxing, maxing and relaxing, kicking it. But when he will get caught, he has to face what he did. He has to face the consequences for committing that crime. And that will be the time of affliction. Now he is in prosperity, in luxury, in relaxing. But when he's gonna get caught, and he will get caught. If you're being full blown on camera, you will get caught. He has to face what he committed. And that will be the time of affliction. In the book of Sirach 31 verse 5, he that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. And the thing that you will see with a lot of these pawn shops is, and these cash for gold stores, is they want gold. They want gold, and there is a reason why they want gold. Gold is demanded. Here you see China buys 32 tons of gold in November. We got more. China buys 1.8 billion worth of gold reserves. Let me see. And the reason why they're buying up gold is because gold keeps its value, till the point that it even fluctuates higher. Money used to be backed by gold and silver. But nowadays money is not backed by anything. So China now has 63.67 million ounces of total gold reserves, or nearly $112 billion up from 62.64 million ounces before the purchase. You see, it holds the 6th largest gold reserves in the world, behind the US, Germany, Italy, France, and Russia. So America has a lot of gold, man. And Germany, and we know why Germany, because of the Second World War, they collected and took a lot of stuff. Italy as well, and France here in Europe. Europe is a lot, man. So, where want to go? Oh, sorry, I want to go here. Let me go over here. So, the thing that you saw is this, man. There's a deception taking place on the globe, and the idea was the buyer wanted to trick. The buyer wanted to trick, and the seller wanted to trick. Because if you look at the gold, which the gold buyer looked at the gold, most likely saw that the amount of gold inside of the bag was way more worth than just 20,000, even 21,000. So that was the reason why she first dismissed them, because they're gonna give a price. They're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you 20,000 for this. The worth of it is maybe way higher, might be 40,000, or even more, 35 or 40,000 easily for what was in that bag. Most likely. But we're gonna give you 20,000. A man be like, okay, nah, man, nah, because this man is you. When somebody does this trick, you already should know that you're not dealing with a beginner. This is a man. This is an expert. He knows what he's doing. So he leaves, and then he comes back, and then he says, okay, 21. And her mind's like, okay, I can do 21. We still gonna make a lot of profit. And she fell for it. The quick swap, the quick replacing of the bag, and then giving the bag filled with with nothing. The book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So the Lord controls both. The Lord controls both sides, but one end conquered the other. The woman got tricked by the man. But guess what? The man is on full blown on camera, so he's gonna get caught. So who's the winner? Who's truly the winner? The book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 4. Take ye heed, everyone, to his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every brother will walk with slanders. This is actually a kind example of a supplanting, a replacing trick. How we, to a certain degree, are gonna replace Esau. It is attack on the heel. That's why it says, we will pull Esau out of his position. That was what it was. It was an attack on the heel. And she fell for it. Why did she fall for it? Because it is greed. The greed for profit. Being convinced that you're going to trick somebody and give somebody a little bit of money, because most of the time when somebody goes to cash for gold or to a pawn shop, those people are in need. They're in need of money. They may not be able to pay a certain bill or their rent or their mortgage or whatever a financial difficulty or snare they might be in, and they look around in the house and they see, oh, I still have this thing. Let me just check how much they are willing to give me. So it says, the book of Proverbs 20 verse 14. It is not, say the buyer, but when he is gone, when he gone his way, then he boasted. And this is what I see many a time in this program about the pawn shop. What this woman also tried to do. It's not that of a high value, so they're gonna give you something which is way lower. But a person that wants money, and needs money, go look and think like, okay, maybe, okay, can you give me a little bit more? No, we can't do that. 20. Come on, a little bit more, man. I need this money because I gotta do this and this. I can discuss in the back. I'll be back. So he said we can do it 20 at his peak. You know, maybe something like that. But he showed, the woman most likely looked to the bag, to the gold, and she was like, damn, money, cha-ching, cha-ching. She said 20. His reaction is, come on, a little bit more. Now, sir, we can do. Okay, then I'll leave. We're moving a little bit, stalling, you know, stalling, because that's how the psychology trickery takes place. You move, but you're also stalling. And as he's moving, he's replacing the back, and then he goes back. Okay, do 21, and she's already thinking like, okay, 21 is still good, you know. I give him 21, and let him get that feeling as if he gained something by accepting 21, but we gonna make money like maybe 35, 40, maybe even more. that is the mind of how this woman works, and that's how the scripture also said it has nothing. It's not that valuable. But when this man would have left the real gold, she would be like, do you know what just happened? I gave him 21 and this gold, look at this amount of gold. That then she would be boasting to her co-workers, or most of the time, some of them just work at a shop, or some of them, they really owners of the shop. So it is the greed got the best of her. The book of Proverbs 15 verse 27. He that is greedy of gain troubled his own house, but he that hated gifts shall live. You see, if you understand what is taking place, then you're not gonna fall for this, man. There's nah, man. I wanted to see. Let me see. No. I actually wanted to show you a clip from George Carlin. Let me see if I can find it. Here. George Carlin. It's called The Salesman. Hey boy. Check this out, man. We gotta be careful. I think it's this one. Come on.
Well, he's got to do everything he can to fuck the other guy, negotiate a deal. The first thing he does is to automatically assume into a fucking piece of shit business. Low-life criminal cocksuckers you could ever want to run into. A fucking piece of shit businessman. And the proof of it is they don't even trust each other. Businessmen are complete. It's just
this displays perfectly how, and he goes in onto the businessman, salesman. So the way how somebody tries to sell something, and the businessman and salesman to watch each other. And that's the same thing that took place in the Cash for Gold. He delivers gold, and he demands, or he's looking for an X amount of money which he finds suitable for the gold that he's willing to deliver. But the gold buyer is looking at the situation like, I want to give him the least amount of money for the most huge amount of gold so that I can make profit from it. How can I trick him? And the seller of gold, he knows about the greed of these gold buyers. They know about the greed. So this man, hey, this is tricky stuff, man. You know, he was capable of pulling this one, but he got caught. He's gonna get caught because he's full blown on camera, man. Let's play, and let George Carlin speak about this situation, man.
It's like the business world, same as business. Everybody knows by now, all businessmen are completely full of shit. Just the worst kind of low-life criminal cocksuckers you could ever want to run into. A fucking piece of shit businessman. And the proof of it is they don't even trust each other. They don't trust one another. When a businessman sits down to negotiate a deal, the first thing he does is to automatically assume that the other guy is a complete lying prick who's trying to fuck him out of his money. So he's got to do everything he can to fuck the other guy a little bit faster and a little bit harder. And he's got to do it with a big smile on his face. You know that big bullshit businessman smile? And if you're a customer, whoa, that's when you get the really big smile. Customer always gets that really big smile as the businessman carefully positions himself directly behind the customer and unzips his pants and proceeds to service the account. I'm servicing this account. This customer needs service. Now you know what they mean. Now you know what they mean when they say, we specialize in customer service. Whoever coined the phrase, let the buyer beware, was probably bleeding from the asshole. But that's business. That's business.
Gone, shalom.